Speaking of shitty things, how about Travis Browne?
Oh, boy.
Hold.
Yeah,
Hold.
man. I was just looking at
awkward.
that.
UFC said.
So is that out?
UFC at Fight Week said, "Hey, listen, we can't have you signing and hitting bitches, so we're gonna have you sit this one out, okay?"
So what is going on with him?
His former fiance or wife, former fiance, right?
Yeah.
Instagram. Just bully beat down, black eye, horrible bruises.
Her knee, her leg,
everything. Said, "I'm sick of this. I can't believe I stuck through it through this long. Physical abuse, domestic abuse is nothing to not a laughing matter, whatever." Post an Instagram picture, and it's horrible. If you guys haven't seen it, it's horrible.
It's interesting that it's not on the underground. Like, it's not on the front page where all the news is. They're trying to keep it classy.
the UFC freaking yanked him from this Fight Week stuff.
Did?
Oh yeah.
How about Britney Palmer? Britney Palmer's fucking husband gets to go. He get $1 million bond.
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder. He tried to choke her. First of all, his jiu-jitsu is so weak. Because
right?
if I'm really attempting to choke her,
well,
she's
that's what
dead.
I mean. That's what I said.
I'll tell you what. When
it's real attempted murder.
That's what I said.
How is she alive?
That's what I'm saying.
How's she gonna have a choke? Is she Kimbo with Ken Shamrock? What's going on here?
Hey, easy.
Sorry, guys.
I'll tell you what, though, with Travis Browne, when I saw that, when I saw his girl all beat up, I was like, I feel you, man. He whipped my ass. I feel, girl, go for a takedown. Go for a takedown. Go for a jiu-jitsu.
I mean, how mad?
He slapped the shit out of me, too. I feel you. He slapped the piss out of me. So I feel like reaching out to her, being like, you want to talk about it? I'm not just being like, girl, I feel you. He beat the shit out of me. At least it was in front of millions of people.
Yeah, you were alone.
At least you got paid.
I was in my underwear. He beat the fuck out of me. I don't even fight anymore. You want to talk about it?
Do you think? I mean, when you see a girl like Brittney, she's a nice kid, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand it. I just don't understand.
She is smoking to me.
She's smoking. Apparently, he forced her into getting a bunch of plastic surgeries too. That's what she's also saying. It was like the reason why she had all that work done was.
Oh,
him.
really? The rich kid who was handed money and moved to L.A. Was
he handed money?
It doesn't work out.
That's what
I've heard. That's what I've heard.
I don't know where he earned his money. I always got along with the guy. I mean,
he was always cool. He's always cool to me.
I enjoyed talking to him when he was with her. I mean, I hate saying it now because I allegedly know what he did, so I hate him. Fundamentally,
that's one thing I don't play with, man.
I like her, man. She's
me too.
Cool.
I really like her.
Every time I talk to her, she's sassy. She's always fun. We're always joking around.
She's one of the rare girls in the octagon where she has a talent and it's painting. If you've seen Britney's paintings, they're dope, man.
Yeah. She's a good
I thought
artist.
about reaching out and having her paint some shit of Big Browne, putting it up my house.
Oh, she'd be happy to do that.
Yeah, she's super legit.
Yeah.
She's always been like a down to earth.
She's
person.
fun. I like hanging out with her. She's come to some of my shows.
Yeah, I love looking at her Instagram late at night.
Sorry. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Hey,
She's married. She's married.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No.
So
that's slipping
there's
on
no better
Are they
way.
officially divorced?
Dude, he's out on $1 million bail. $1 million.
That's
It is
some
weird.
Suge Knight shit.
But hear me out.
No, Suge. Yeah, I mean,
hear me out on this. Hear me out.
Here we go. The White Knight. Go ahead. Now go ahead.
Hey guys,
hear me out, man. She could have been.
Guys,
it was attempted. No, but
I'm getting jiu-jitsu lessons at 4, so hurry this up.
But since we don't really know the details, when I hear that it was attempted murder,
this is the problem.
and he had choked her, like there is the question of she got away. What are the circumstances? Like for me, I'm always guarded about this. I want to hear more about the case before I condemn the guy.
I don't. You know what I do? I go, oh, you put your hands on her? Done.
Yeah, it's done.
What do you mean you want the fucking details?
Here's the only time.
Hey, Bobby Browne.
Listen,
Bobby
you don't
Browne.
know what happened. Listen, you're a fucking man, okay? Yeah. Here's the only time it's okay to hit a woman, when she's trying to kill you. She's got a knife and she's trying to kill you.
Okay.
And you're saving your life and you hit her.
What if that's what was happening? We don't know.
You would have heard that. You would have heard that. It would have come out. He would have said that. He hasn't said anything like that. There's no evidence at all.
Maybe that's because his lawyers are telling him not to.
I don't
come out of trial.
If he got arrested on $1 million bond,
Brittney Palmer's not trying to stab anybody. I might be wrong. You're right. You're right. I don't know.
I'm just saying
you're
we're
right.
talking now.
You're right. No, fuck that. Fuck that.
You're right. I don't know. You're right. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
it does not matter.
That's the only possibility.
Right.
Is that she's coming at him with a knife, or a gun, and she's trying to kill him.
It's like Chris Brown and Rihanna. They're like, yeah, well, Rihanna did some shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what she did. You can't do that.
If a girl I love punched me in the face, I'm going to be very upset. I'm not punching her back.
Right.
No, I'm going to give her a sharp liver. I'm going to hit her right in the liver. Right in the liver. I'm going to take some heat for this. I'm just kidding, though. I would never touch her.
I would headbutt her solar plexus. I'd grab grab her ass.
Yeah, I would never hit her. I would put her in the tightest anaconda choke you've ever seen.
Yeah.
No, never.
I've never choked anybody, but I did take my wife's back once, and I put the body triangle on her just to let her know what's up.
Obviously naked, right? It's fun.
Put that body triangle on him. Just let him know.
I had a girl.
This is death. Feel this.
Feel this.
You don't get away from this. This is death.
Ever.
I had a girlfriend who would get drunk and get jealous and hit me. Oh. She tried to take my head off with a boot.
Did you marry her?
Nope.
Get close?
I don't want to talk about it.
What do you do if you're the UFC? They obviously suspend him for UFC fight week. Makes sense.
Well, we're not talking about Brittney anymore. We're talking about Travis
we're talking about
now.
Travis Browne.
If he did beat her, okay, if he did and he did more than once, you got to cut him.
Of course.
Right? You got to cut him.
Yes.
And that's what they did with Rumble Johnson. And then they found out with Rumble Johnson was a lot of bullshit. It was his baby mama. And there was a lot of nonsense and it wasn't real.
She didn't have these pictures.
Exactly. But there's also women that will pretend. Now, I have a friend and he was breaking up with his girlfriend and she said, and he recorded it, and she started saying things like, I'm going to tell the police you hit me. I'm going to throw myself down a flight of stairs. All this kind of crazy shit.
I had it done to me.
It happens.
Yes,
it does happen.
She opened the windows and said, "Stop hitting me!" Started screaming, "Stop hitting me!"
I think that's the exception. I gotta be honest.
I don't know about that.
We don't know.
It may be the exception.
Hey,
but listen,
Billy Girl Hitter, how about you back off?
But seriously, there are people that are deceptive. There are people
We've
that
all seen
manipulate.
Gone Girl.
Yes,
but it's possible.
Yes.
It's possible.
I agree.
It might not. Whether it's the exception or not, it's not the point. Like, is it possible? Yes. Does it happen? Yes. So
All the
that could
time.
be what
I
you're
had
seeing.
a friend who was accused of rape,
Right.
but he kept all the text messages and showed the prosecutor.
Well, how
and
about
got
this
off.
fucking guy in Virginia? The guy with the girl's walking around with a mattress on her back. He's got text messages from her asking him to come over and fuck her in the butt.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough.
That's why we have courts, and that's why we have due process, and that's why in this country you're innocent until proven guilty. It's called habeas corpus.
I'll tell you who's upset.
But we're not. You're guilty in the court of public opinion.
That's what I mean. And that's
Travis is guilty. You look at his Instagram; the comments are tough.
Yeah,
tough.
Look, that might be.
The public jumps on it right away.
Yeah, if he really did do that, he is guilty, right?
Sure.
We all agree.
Yes.
Okay, if he
agree.
really did beat her up, we all agree he's got to be cut,
Yes.
right?
You think UFC cuts him? Then he goes to Bellator and just dominates.
Listen, I think he goes to jail.
Yeah.
I mean, if he really did beat her up, he goes to jail.
You'd have to, right?
It's assault.
Right.
It's assault, brother.
Especially with a really pretty. She's beautiful.
She is smoking
and she has
hot.
legit bruises. I mean,
they're hard.
And he is huge.
He's a giant.
He's so big.
He's a giant man.
I remember when he came in the octagon, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I can imagine her. He jumped in, I was like, holy fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Are we the same weight class?
We obviously don't know what the fuck happened. We don't know. We have no idea. I mean, it could be another I'll throw myself down the flight of stairs
I
thing.
always take the girl side on this.
Well, it's the smart thing to take. I mean, she's the victim.
Yeah.
If it is, I mean, the worst thing you could do is question someone who's been victimized. And go, man, I don't know what really happened.
That's fucked up, man.
It's fucked up, right?
Yeah, and for the most part, I think that I have to believe, and it's just I don't know this person, I don't know Travis, I don't know the situation, but I do feel like, when you post pictures like that to Instagram, I feel like this is definitely not the first time he's been hitting her, and she's finally had enough and decided this is
That's
the
what
only
she
said.
said.
Yeah, this is the only way I can protect
She said
myself.
she was embarrassed that she waited so long.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
And with
There
a
you
girl
go.
like that, I mean, this is the only time in human history where someone's been able to do something like that. Like, take a photo, put that photo on your Instagram, and instantly...
That's the power of Instagram. That's what's so cool about Instagram.
There are a lot of countries right now in this world where you, as a wife, if you're getting the shit beat out of you, there are no laws that protect you.
Travis needs to move there.
Yeah,
it's a good spot for him.
If that's his thing, take your ass there.
Yeah, I don't.
That's tough, man.
It makes me when I hear like this Aaron guy and Brittney. I like the guy. I mean, I talked to him. I enjoyed talking to him. Was he a perfect person? No, but
He's all right.
Obviously, I wasn't in a relationship with him, and I don't know what the fuck happened between.
We don't know. We don't know. And
all I need to hear is okay. You beat her. You choked her. Cool.
Yeah.
Not my friend. Don't talk to me when we see each other.
If that's really what happened, it's.
Brittney, call me. I mean, it's very simple. It's very cut and dry. Brittney, I am available. Number 720. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's
There's
one
the
of,
ulterior motive, you son of a bitch.
I'm just saying, if you need a place to stay, I live in Marina Del Rey. No, but it's not like that, man.
Yeah.
It's fucked that people get to that place. It's fucked that people that used to be in love, they were in love enough to get married.
I know.
They had a big crazy wedding. They held hands.
We know one thing. It's a fine line between love and hate, man. If there's one thing, they always say, like, the most dangerous place for a woman sometimes, or even even a man is the bedroom. Shit flares, fucking tempers,
that's why they say
insanity happens.
Cops fucking hate going to domestic violence.
Yes.
cases.
Someone always has to be
Yes.
arrested. If a domestic violence is called, they have to arrest someone
Yeah.
every time.
Smart.